Okay, I'm gonna show you how to color. You can do walls, baseboards. I'm gonna color the cabinets right now. Um, so to find my personal cabinet color, I uploaded my cabinet from the online picture, or you can take a picture with your phone and upload it to your phone, and you just hold any color, and it'll make it your current color. So that you can make different palettes to save it. So like I made a home palette. So you just press the little cross button, create new palette, and it'll pop up a new one, and then you just hold your block and set current color, and then you'll have your palette saved. So then you go back to your uploaded picture into the cabinet. So you just outline. So make sure that you add every time you do something new, add a layer. So this is going to be my layer for my cabinets. And if you draw a line and hold it, it'll create a straight line that you can adjust. It doesn't have to really be perfect, because you can go back and fix it and erase stuff.
What do you think about space, actually? The kitchen's big enough. I came up with an idea to put a peninsula running this way, dying about right there. And then I just told White Shaker grab instead of those.
And fixtures that are in the way, like this light is, I just go ahead and draw over it, and then I'll go back and erase it to make it look more uniform. So once your outline is fully outlined, if you have any pieces that are not connected like that, when you go to fill, it'll fill your whole entire layer. So make sure so you can double tap with 2 fingers and it'll erase for you, or you can use this button. Okay, and then to fill your layer, you just grab your bubble and you drag and drop. Okay, so your cabinets, you'll go to your layers and click the N, and then make them so that they're see-through. So I do like 75. You can look to see how, like that, you can barely see it come through. So do about 60. Now if you do it too light, you're going to end up going right back to the original color. So like 60. I'll say like 60. So you can still kind of see the it coming through. So like that. And then for your fixtures, because you can now see them, if you need to see it more, you can go back and make this a little bit lighter so you can see what you're trying to erase. But just go to your erase button, and then I just erase. And if you drag your curve and then hold it, it'll make a straighter curve line for you, just like the straight line does.
That sucks, man. This kid is gonna go to like art studio, game room. What do you think that's gonna cost?
Just have to erase
Alrighty.
all of
If we
this.
want to stuff off this All right. I mean, I guess we have to. And one last thing. What else you got there?
So now it looks more uniformed, and you can go through and fix these if you want. And then like that, you have your cabinets. So I'll do the bottom cabinets. I'll do the bottom cabinets with the top cabinets. Now when you start to do, like I do the cabinets and then a different layer, I'll do a different wall color. That way, I'll show you in a minute. So, so it's better if you take a picture because it'll be clearer. But you definitely want a picture that's somewhat clear because when you zoom in, everything becomes pixelated and it's a little bit harder to see the lines that you need to see.
There he is. Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, cover girls. Remember that? I was a cover girl in 1988, and today I'm
Same drag. And now your other cabinet is showing. And I just go through and do these little pieces. Make it look a little bit more realistic. And your cabinets are done. And then like I was saying, so I had another layer and then I wanted to see what my baseboards would look like if they're the same color of my cabinets. So I'll go ahead and move this down already to about 72. And I'll adjust it after I'm finished. And then you just go back through and you trace your baseboards.
Small business owner, I'm using hand gestures and pointing. So, I'm unsure of my business finances.
I'm constantly nodding because I know everything about furniture, but with the business side,
QuickBooks can help. An easy way to pay your staff and know where your business stands. New business, no problem. Yeah. Success starts with Intuit QuickBooks.
Spread the love in a new season of Hometown.
It's a big deal.
Be there for the hug, the heart, and the OMG.
Drag and drop.
I feel like I'm at home. All new Hometown. Sunday night on HGTV.
$4,000 and take it down. Right. Alrighty.
And one last thing.
What else you got there? What else you got?
The debt. The debt is falling down. It costs more to fix it than it is to keep it.
Don't think you're gonna cost to take that.
$3,000 for that.
Okay, so to take this room down, 4,000, take down the deck, 3,000, stuck with around 1,500. 8,500 bucks. Can't believe it. Okay.
Okay, so we have this massive brick fireplace. The idea is smooth stuff on the sides, side brick up is, and then tile this entire thing. I mean, we have these like chunks here, so we can cut those down.
Yeah.
Or
We just cut these out, we're gonna tile it, and all soft spray opens.
Okay, how much are we looking at to do all that?
Probably 3,500 to $4,000.
How much to paint it?
Oh,
Just paint.
Just paint it.
paint it even with the humps and all?
With the humps and all.
Maybe $300-400.
I don't think we can paint it. 3,500 bucks for a fireplace?
$3,500 for up to that.
Okay, so this, so whatever you want so like these little things sticking out, I want to see what it would look like with white and then what it would look like if it was painted that same color. So I add those in another layer. And I think you can have about like 100 layers in one project, so
Well, we gotta figure out the outside
it's
today.
fine how many
So, I have a
layers you do.
question before we get into paint and everything. I was thinking about doing this really pretty gray tile up here, and then floating some concrete over these bricks, and then stuccoing the rest of the bricks. What do you think we're looking at?
Let's say $4,000. How expensive do you think it would be if we didn't do any tile, we just got exterior paint, we just painted all the bricks? 500?
So
Say
then
$3,500.
don't forget to
It
bring
would look, I think it would look really, really good. People are installing brick a lot, and people are painting brick a lot, so.
Well,
So then now I can see
the colors I picked.
Yeah.
So this would be the stucco.
this is what it would look like if it was colored with it,
Siding and the trim,
and
then
then
would be the
this is
structural.
if they're not. So you can kind of toggle between the two to figure out, or I want to see what my cabinets would look like without the trim done, things like that. So if you want to see something different, make sure that you do it in a different layer so that you can take it out without affecting. Like if you end up coloring everything with one layer, you'll have to erase it and then redo it. So this is a lot more convenient.
This could be a seating area.
And so that goes the same with the wall. So you would just trace the wall and then drag and drop, and then make sure that the important thing is to make sure that you mess with this, so that you see the details behind it, so it doesn't look like an actual flat paint.
You're looking about 1,500 back here, but
And I did the same thing for my wall color too.
if you guys want to do a landing over
I found my wall color
this portion of
that I'm gonna have,
1,800.
and then you can just hold it or over this picture, whichever picture you feel like is more close to the wall color actually being. But every little, like you'll get darker grays and lighter grays, so just try to figure out what's going to be closer to your color. And then you can, I recommend that you save it in your little palette area, which I'll just save right now. I've already saved my stuff down here. And then go back to your gallery, go back to your picture, and then make sure you're in a different layer.
Hey, Cover Girls. Remember that? I was
Yeah, this wall's kind of different. So, let's just see.
for instant wrinkle reduction. Once a Cover Girl, always a Cover Girl. Simply ageless from Cover Girl.
Oh, that's not a different layer. Like this.
I'll marry you.
Take this guy as a gift.
Walls are easier, obviously, because it's straighter lines. I'll just do this just to show you.
Hello, Florian has all her answers. They're experts.
And
Even the name, Bellawood Artisans Manhattan. Oh, this
make
is
it
the
so that
Bellawood
you can
Artisans.
see through it. So sometimes when you're making it see through, it changes the color. So you might need to use a darker color than what you have. So I just go to disc, and then I sometimes like adjust my colors to where it looks a little bit more to the true color. And then you go through and erase your objects underneath.
Target, the things that matter are always within reach. What we value most shouldn't cost more.
My mental health was much better. My mind was in a good place. But my body was telling a different story.
I felt all people saw were my uncontrolled movements. Some mental health meds can cause
Tardive dyskinesia, or TD, and it's unlikely to improve without treatment.
Ingrezza is a prescription medicine to treat adults with TB movements in the face and body. It's the only treatment for TB that's one pill, once daily, with or without food. Ingrezza 80 milligrams is proven to reduce TB movements in 7 out of 10 people. People taking Ingrezza can stay on their current dose of most mental health meds. Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to any of its ingredients. Ingrezza may cause serious side effects, including sleepiness. Don't drive, operate heavy machinery, or do other dangerous activities until you know how Ingrezza
So
affects
then
you. Other serious side effects include potential
your
heart
wall
rate
colors
problems and
changed.
abnormal movements.
So then I'll show you how to copy and paste
Ask your doctor about Ingrezza, #1 prescribed for TB.
furniture and things
Maybe
like
as little
that
as $0
in
at
your
Ingrezza.com.
space.